Alrighty, welcome back on in, everybody. This should be a pretty thick way to start episode 2. We're going to hold the 1 key. Are you ready? It's like I'm barraging a Slayer task, dude. It's so insane. Oh, yeah! 16 magic already. Not going to take too many more lots of doing that. Oh, dude, it just feels nice. I'm not going to lie. It's cracked. Boom, 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 boom. 31 magic, dude. We can already tell you to Lumbridge. We are flying through these levels. Okay, we got another lot coming in. Hopefully this isn't too laggy. I'm rendering the first video in the background. But, dude, this actually just feels good. If I saw, like, 1,000 XP drops every single time I clicked the book, that would be kind of nice, no? This really isn't all that bad. I don't know what I'm going to get to. Pretty sizable chunks there. What do we got? 37 magic. Okay, man. We can tell you to Falador. We're getting there. We're getting there. Another big clean out real quick. We're closing in. This should be 47. 2 more levels to get this enchantment done. 49 magic. We can enchant the rubies. I love enchanting rubies. Okay, for this, I'm actually going to do a little bit of rune crafting XP because the skill sucks, right? So, like, yeah, sure, man. Get a little bit of rune crafting XP in there. Get a little nudge in the right direction. Maybe one more lot just to get around 50. Because I think for the rest of the XP, I'm just going to go buy law runes at Mage Bank and just teleport or something. I'll, like, teleport low alch. I don't know. I have an easy source of money that's like super AFK in the wealthy citizens. So I think I'm just going to do it that way. But let's go ahead and make our Bis amulet after this quick round. All right. If this gets us to 50, cool. If it doesn't, cool. CBA, you know what I mean? I kept getting unlucky chains of books. If this does get us to 50, I'm going to put the excess into Runecraft. Okay. That is 50. There is nothing. Snare might come up for Barrows, we'll see, but like I have to be in melee range anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter at all. And we'll just grab a little bit of runecrafting on the way out. 11 runecrafting, cool. Don't really care about that. So, next thing we have to do is enchant this amulet. Good thing you don't have to equip a weapon to slash a web, huh? I'd be gated out of web slashing. I wonder what that would lock me from. Okay, this should hold me over for the time being. I went ahead and blew like, I don't know, 200, not even 200k. So, let us dump all that stuff in, grab the fires, grab the cosmics, grab our ruby amulet, ruby enchant, boom. Wow, 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 amulet of strength. Oh, what an upgrade, it feels good. Plus 10 melee strength. Oh, accuracy is going to be a bit of a problem eventually, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Our current strength bonus is looking not bad. We have the climbing boots. We have the hard leather gloves. So this is max strength bonus for us at the moment. Let's see what we can do to boost it up a little bit. Maybe some RFD quests. All right, we were conveniently in Draenor and pickpocketed some Master Farmers for some Guam, Marental, and Haralander seeds. So we can go ahead and just buy a bunch of stuff while we're here. And that should be good enough. I guess I'll buy like 50 of these. Sure. We'll store those in the guy. But let's go ahead and get farming started. Okay, everything planted, at least in the Falador patch, which is cool. I'm still getting used to the fact that I have Varrock teleport, like, limitlessly, basically, now. God, it's crazy how nice teleports are, huh? Alright, easiest 5 quest points of our life. That's 1/6 of an override. We're at 45, so we still need to find 15. And there's a bunch of small quests that we could get done. Witch's Potion, Sheep Shear, things like that. I don't know if I'm going to record all of them, but, you know, we're dinking away at the very basic things at the moment. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we did Witch's House in the first episode, but that's part of the thing that I lost. That shit was hard, by the way. I think I flinched for like 45 minutes in that house. Anyway, 4 quest points. I did not realize it was 4 quest points, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was a 1 quest pointer, but mainly just need to get Herblore unlocked, so I think that means every skill is officially started. If you're wondering about ranged, the only thing I can do for ranged would be the Dwarf Cannon. And did I just teleport to Krend? For some reason, I thought that was Varrock. I don't know why. Anyway, there's a bank over here. That's fine. The only way I can do range is Cannon, and we'll have to get a lot of money for that and a bunch of steel bars. So we'll have to figure out a way to get that, if we even need it. I feel like the Cannon will come up once in a blue moon to get us some random completion. I was debating using it for Fight Arena, but I might just be able to go, you know, flinch that too. I'm pretty sure there's flinch spots that I could use, like, without a doubt. And I think I might go check that out next and see if we can go ahead and do that one. Alright, so name of the game is going to just be stand here and flinch. And we have the tank armor on just in case, but it's just, like, literally bop, in and out. And I'll do my best to conserve prayer, but if I run out, then it is what it is, you know? We'll be here for about the next, I don't know, 3 hours, give or take. I'm not gonna lie, boys. Does this thing despawn, bro? See, my thought was use the recoil rings, but I didn't think it all the way through, right? Because, one, I just needed to bring more food. Absent-mindedly, I didn't bring a full inventory of food. And for 2, recoil is 10% of the damage dealt, rounded up or something like that. I would have to go look it up again. Maybe it's 16.67% or something like that. But I'm only recoiling once, and then if he hits a 12 on me, I recoil at 2. See, the problem is he hits a 12 on me in exchange for 2 damage, and that is bad. I also have 1 prayer point left, but I don't actually know how much of a difference it's making. The strength prayer does not give me a max hit, and I don't know how much the 15% accuracy is doing, to be honest. It seems like it's doing just about nothing. I never thought I would be so hype about hitting a 6 on a dog. I feel like Red Foreman. If you know, you know. But now that I hit the record button, I'm not going to hit anymore. But look at that, dude. 42 HP. We made so much progress in the past 7 minutes. Whoa! We're in for a long haul, dude. I may be doing this a little bit early and a little bit dry on supplies, but we're here for a good time, not a long time, or whatever the saying is. Alright, we're in the 20s. I'm half documenting this because if it disappears, you know I did my best. I tried my hardest. We're at 34 minutes of flinching. Probably another 10 to go. I've been letting him take a bite at me as long as I'm over 12 HP. Because I think keeping Bouncer in combat prevents the despawn timer, maybe? So I've just been letting him take a chomp. Usually when I get to like 20 HP, I'll let him take another chunk out. And hopefully that does keep him in combat. We haven't moved this shit an inch, dude. It's taken some time. People... I'm approaching an Inferno run, dude. People do Inferno in the time that it has taken me to kick this dog to death. Can I say that on YouTube? Okay, any moment now. Just need a max hit. Boom. Dude, do I let him take a chomp? Let's let him take a chomp. Chomp me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 43 minutes, and we have to... Hold on. Pause. We have to book it from this motherfucker. He actually can one-shot us, I think. Come on. Oh my god, chanced. You didn't hear that. Cut that. Okay. Let's get up on out of here and get our attack XP, dude. Alright, here we go. You might be wondering why I didn't just get Protect Melee before I did that, and the answer is, because I didn't wanna, dude. You know what I mean? Look at that, 39 attack. That would have helped too. 46 combat, cool. So I think the next thing we need to do is Tree Gnome Village and the Grand Tree. The Grand Tree is going to be a little bit rough because we have to kill the Black Demon, but we will not be able to use magic or range like people normally do. We're going to have to maybe do a Poison Dynamite tactic. Otherwise, it's going to be I need Protect Melee first, and I'm just going to have to sit there for a really long time. So I just realized I was recording the wrong client. We did a recruitment drive, Black Knight's Fortress. And I think that's it. And we got 39 strength during recruitment drive. But for those of you that don't know, Mithril Armor is the same as Initiate Armor. You just get 14 prayer bonus. So Mithril Armor is now dead content. Okay, we do have our second override available. I'm actually going to ponder it for a while I work on some other quests, because I don't quite know what I want to use it on just yet. Alright, we're approaching the most intense boss fight in the history of time, dude. You don't even know. The most infamous cutscene in all of RuneScape. The fucking 12-man barrage for all 50s. Although I didn't see the 50s there, I wonder why. It's so free, bro. Alright, and there's Wanted done. It should be quite a jump in the Slayer level, which we are going to need for Perilous Moons. We do have to get to 48, but not a lot of quests give Slayer XP besides Wanted, so we'll be scrounging for it a little bit. But 29 is definitely a solid dent. Can't complain about that one. We only have to get like 80k XP. It'll take a little while, but nothing too bad. I think next up on the docket is going to be the Slug Menace, because if we can get Slug Menace done... Hello? Slug Menace. If we can get this done, we can get access to Proselyte Armor. So I'm going to try and knock out 30 Slayer real quick, which shouldn't be too hard. That's just one task. 30 Crafting is not bad, and 30 Runecraft we can just go do Temple of the Eye and hopefully get most of the way there. If not, we'll play like a game or two of Guardians of the Rift. You know, after doing this quest again, this is kind of a miserable tutorial for what you're actually supposed to do in Guardians of the Rift. They have you go back and forth with like 5 fragments 5 times. But I guess you slowly figure that out as you do the actual minigame that, you know, you do things a little differently when you're actually in there. But this should be like 27 or 28 runecrafting. I forget what it is. But it's decent. And we get our little pouch there. 27. Okay. So that is pretty decent. 399. So we gotta get 3 more levels for Slug Menace. Is that right? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, so we'll go do like, I don't know, 3 games of Guardians of the Rift real quick. Grab 1 Slayer level, which shouldn't be too bad, and then figure out something to do for crafting. And don't you worry, I follow the rules when skilling too. I keep my tools in my inventory. Bro, am I crazy, or is this like a billion people? Why are there so many people in here? What the fuck? Alright, no time to do anything else. I promise you, this is so many more people than... Did they increase the room cap or something? They must have. Look at the mini-map, dude. There's like so many white dots doing osmosis over here. Anyway, we got to 29 rune crafting, and we get a little bit of an XP drop at the end there. Should be 1 more game, and we're 30, which is all we need. And then we will move on to getting that quick Slayer level. And we're getting a little bit of crafting XP while we do this as well. But crafting should not honestly be all that bad. We have some gold bars and some uncut gems, I think. Okay, well, I just hit 30 right there, but I forgot to record, and I clicked away from it very fast. But that is 30. We are out of here because we don't care. We can buy runes. Ha! Also, we can't really use them, so... Peace out, idiots! That was rude, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's figure out crafting while we do Slayer. Also, what is our task? Hold on. Where is... I don't have an enchanted gem. Dude, have you ever seen someone more ready to slay in their life, dude? Or is that just a me thing? Don't worry about it. We're going to Soul Worlds. We're going to Cristelia. We're seeing what the hell our Slayer task is. We're not going to do Wildy Slayer because everything out there is so tanky that it would take me ages to do it. So I think what we're going to do is pause immediately. We're already in Soul Wars, so here we are. I should have just went tutorial because I have games necklaces now. I just completely forgot that we have those from thieving. But let us go see what we've got. Okay, looks good to me. Let's see. What do we have? 61 ogres, huh? And we don't have a way to skip that. I'll have to ponder this. Gotta love this cutscene, too. Bro's just jamming. Ow. Telekinetic grab. More intense combat, dude. You better watch out. Ugh. Ugh. Nice. Kick the shit out of that. Alright. And you'll never guess what we have just accomplished. Truly a force to be reckoned with here. Watch this. Boom. Boom. 1,000 Slayer XP. Now. Cool, 20 cooking. Don't care. We need 68 XP. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Berthurp. And when we're in Berthurp, we're going to go to Turiel, and we're going to Turiel skip because we're a maxed main, and we need a Turiel skip for a Zuck task. That's a lie. We need a Turiel skip for, like, literally anything. So hopefully he just allows us. Yes, please. Woofs. We can go kill 15 woofs. Alright, 30 Slayer. Easy enough. Let us do crafting. And while I'm here, I'm going to get a bunch of vials of water. Because we're going to need them for herb lore. And I'm guessing we can't... Okay, nice. We can buy a couple more of these. So we don't have to think about it. And maybe like one more of these. Okay. So that should hold us over for a little bit. Did I get the pestle mortar? Yes. I'm gonna grab like 4 more of these, honestly. Good enough. Alright, onwards to crafting. It's crazy that she thinks she can beat me in a fist fight, dude. That's the whole point of the account. You don't win these. We've reached an impasse. I can't do it. Ah, shit, bro. Alright. Well, I'm in it this deep. I'm going to dock my point here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Kind of annoying that you literally can't unequip it, you know? So... This isn't a real item in the game, but... I feel like I shouldn't dock my point. Like, this isn't anything... This is completely outside of my control, right? Well, I'll leave it up to the jury. Should we dock my points there? I don't know. But anyway, this quest is super, super good to do early. You can't lose either of the 2 fights, and you get 10k thieving, 7,500 agility, 5k crafting. Very solid quest. 51 agility and 29 crafting. Super huge jump there that we only need 1,000 XP to get to 30. And we could just go run over and do observatory quest real fast, and we will have that done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of at a loss. I forgot that you had to wear that prop sword at the end, but I literally couldn't take it off. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Leave in the comments, should I dock a point? I can afford it. I'm at 67, so I do have 1 point in the bank. I will go ahead and dock it if you guys think I should dock it. I feel like I'm leaning no. That one's kind of BS. You know, it's not like a weapon that I had to make or go get or whatever. It was just, it's a prop. Like I was playing a character. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. I'm not fussed either way. We should have enough points to do what I want to do in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, just farming engagement, Smile. Let me know if I should dock a point for that or not. Alright, this is unironically just the fastest way for me to get the crafting level, so I will be spinning bowstring for the next 3 minutes instead of finding a way to get 3 planks, molten glass, and a bronze bar. This is viable. I'm pretty sure you could buy this from, like, Bergderot store, and molten glass, I could make it. But the fact that I only need 500 XP, it would just be faster for me to pick glass? I wish. Pick flax, spin it into bowstring, and then move on with the next quest. Alright, 30 crafting. We can do emerald bracelets and do Piscarilius crafting if we really wanted to, but we don't. The thing we want to do is right here. Start quest helper. What do we need? Swamp paste, access to all of the altars. So we're going to need to find a way to get all of our talismans. So let me ponder that. We might just have to go to Goater and do Abyssal Pearls. Otherwise, we're going to have to... actually, we can just use Goater, yeah? If we just go into Goater, we can go to all the things. Yeah. See, I'm big brain. I'm big brain. I think before we do Slug Menace, though, we need to get our prayer solved. Because not having 43 is a bit of a problem. Because I don't want to spend a lot of my time getting oodles and oodles of food. So I think what we're going to do is house key it up for a good bit until we have enough shards to just slam 43 really fast. It could take a while, but that's fine. We'll be getting money and jewelry along the way. It is what it is. Hopefully we just get a little spooned on the statuettes, and we'll see how we go. We have done an absolutely monstrous thieving session over here, and we're not even done. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn these in because I have to bank anyway. But 3 hours and 42 minutes of straight house thieving. We're down to 27 keys. We might actually not make what we need for protection prayers, but we'll see. We should get pretty close. I think I need about 6,000. There's 367 KGP. That's just half of a cannon, by the way. That's the other reason I'm doing this, is because I want to get cannon money. I want to get, money for any of the runes that I might need and all that other stuff. But I'm just going to keep sending this. We have a bunch of jewelry that we can enchant. I think we're up to like 6 rings of recoil. We got an Amulet of Power, which I think is 1, a Clue Scroll item, and 2, maybe better than an Amulet of the Amulet of the Strength? No, just Amulet of Strength. There you go. It might be better than that because of the accuracy. I'll have to calc it. This account's definitely going to be weird with what gear it gets to use, I think, because I'm not sure how much melee strength actually matters when you're unarmed. I don't know. It definitely matters some, but not, like, we're never going to hit the levels of a weapon. So, it'll be a lot of calcing. We need to hit like 6,000 of these bone shards, and then we'll be good to go. I don't think I can complete wave 1 of Colosseum to get some Sunfire Splinters with just my fists. So I'll probably hold off on that and just accept the L for now. I need higher base stats before I can step in there, I think. Alright, big milestone coming in here real quick. Oh, there it is. And boom! 70 thieving. We can pickpocket paladins. They did update the paladin and hero pickpocket tables. I don't know if I need to bother with it. I think it's like blood runes and chaos runes and GP or something like that. So it's probably not all that useful for me. I just got to keep going for bone shards. We'll see what thieving level I end up at. Okay, if I am not mistaken, I believe this should be enough, because each one of these is 5 experience, which is just a little bit over 25k. And if our calculator over here is correct, we need 25, 5, 2, 4. And I believe we're like just over that with the extra 125 there. So we'll cash all of that in. And this will be our final lootations from getting 72 thieving, which is also 850k plus all of this jewelry. So we could probably get a little bit more. But I'm honestly going to save this, especially the Sapphire Rings, of course, because I need to make a bunch of Ring of Recoils. I forget what this turns into. It's like an Amulet of Farming or something. But we'll probably get rid of Amulet of Defense, doesn't do anything. Gold Amulet doesn't do anything. Ruby Amulet doesn't do anything now. And I think we keep Diamond Amulets for something. Ring of Forging is kind of whatever. And then these are Games Necklaces. And these are Dig Site Necklaces, which is actually going to be coming up next. Because I think crabs are going to be something that's going to be really good for us. But let us go to a little bit of a secret place that I like to call the Wine Store. Finally got rid of that Activity Advisor and Store thing. I completely forgot you have to do that on every account. But if you go over to this boat, before you have your Pendant of Eights, you can travel over here to get to Alderan. And Alderan has a bunch of really neat stuff for Ironman. But all we need is to go to the wine shop, which is over there. Also, this is like the best soundtrack in the entire game, in my opinion, dude. I think I could just sit in the middle of Alderan and be content. Like, that would be good gameplay. Just sitting in the middle of Alderan. Isle of Serenity. Crank that shit, I'm telling you. Oh, no, it's not this wine guy. It's this guy down here, I think. in Mist Rock. And I think while I'm here, I probably pick up shield, I guess? Like, I guess I pick up an Addy Kite. Like, why not, right? Might as well. We've been rocking Fally Shield for a while. Okay, I think if I trade this Bartender, it's an infinite supply of wine, yeah? So if I swap, shift-click to buy 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's game time, baby. I actually don't know how many we're going to need. I'm going to buy, like, I don't know, 100. And that should probably hold us over for what we need to do. Alrighty. That is all of that. Now, I believe we can... I don't need this, but I'm going to take it anyway. We head over to the Teomat. Okie dokie. So, for those of you who have never done Varlamore Prayer, it is incredibly good. You have to bring some wines up here, preferably with Sunfire Splinters, pestle and mortared into them. But obviously, on my account, I can't do that just yet. We're a little bit off being able to get Sunfire Splinters. At the very least, we would have needed Protect Magic. But I also think we need a little bit better stats, so we're not in there for an eternity trying to do, you know, a wave 1 in 50 minutes. Yup. 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 Alright. Look at that. 1.1 million XP per hour. See, it's a little bit misleading because, one, you have to go back and forth between the shrine and the bowl. But for two, you also have to crush these bone shards, which can take a significant amount of time. Just let the XP fly. Boom. There it is. 43 prayer. Protect from melee is a go. We have all of our protection prayers unlocked on the account with no weapon. And it didn't take too long. I think about 10 hours. We are now at 2 days, 13 hours on the account. Looking decent. The next couple things that we have to do should be much, much, much easier now that we can lazy flick protect melee every time something attacks us. And I think the first stop that we're going to do is the Khazard Warlord over in Tree Gnome Village. Alrighty, it is game time. Let's see how long this may take. Okay, this guy's being a big asshole for no reason. Just die. You freak. Thank you. Jesus. Alright. Get out of my way. Sheesh. Alright, let's go get this XP. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. How many of you have done this quest 1,800 times? Because me. I think 1,800 is probably a good estimate, to be honest. Not really. It's probably like 18, though. Ah, yeah. Look at that. 11.5k attack XP. Shoot me on up to 41, baby. We need all the accuracy we can get. But most importantly, using this is good. We like being able to use this. And you know we are not hesitating. Starting the Grand Tree. Alright. We're at the fun part. And by fun, I mean... Oh, God, bro. I'm about to one tick... Not even one tick. I'm on a lazy flick for, like... I'm not even gonna think about it. What if I just closed my eyes? What if I didn't even watch myself do it? Because it's going to take... at least an hour, right? Like, surely. Let me move to the safe spot and put this on. And we have to wait for him to come over because I want to get him on the same tick as me, ideally. Is he coming? You coming? Let me tag you. So he should come up to right there. Okay, perfect. So now we just do this. And then wait. Okay, close enough. Yeah. We're going to be here a while. Do you guys think it's possible? What if it's not possible? What is my hit chance? Do I need to calc it? There's a 5. Because I just need to hit. I don't need to hit high. I just need to hit. Should I punch? Maybe. I don't think the 3 attack levels from punching is going to do much for me, though, I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty sure I just want the kick max hit. Maybe I do want the punch. Because this is going to take an actual eternity. Ooh, a little 7-er? Maybe it is a kick angle. I wish I could calc this. I might calc it afterwards. This is gonna take so long, dude. Holy. Now this poses an issue, doesn't it? This poses a serious issue.